Hello YouTube, I'm Tyler, this is my ZX6R and you're watching another Fish La Moto video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to change some motorbike indicators. As a few weeks ago, on my way home from college, I came off on a roundabout on some black ice and broke mine. For the time being, I've done a bit of a bodge to the broken ones on the rear so the bike was still usable, but my new ones have turned up and it's about time I fix it properly. So to be able to change the indicators yourself at home, you're going to need 4 indicators, a wire tool for crimping and stripping, a packet of crimp connectors, these ones are the bullet type, some shrink wrap for afterwards, and 8 indicator blanking plates to go in the holes where the original ones were. In that packet of 8 there will be 4 inner ones and 4 outer ones. As you can see, slightly different size. They slot into each other like so, with the fairing in between. That's how they work. And that's what you need to be able to do this job. So we're going to start off with the rear indicators. Take the seat off, put that to one side. Once you've done that, you should see these wires sticking out either side. They're your indicator wires. You know that they're the indicator wires because they go down through the under tray, and if you trace them underneath, you'll see where they go. Trace them from where they come up through the under tray and up to where they connect to your loom. The previous owner has hardwired these in, so I'm going to have to cut them there and put the crimp connectors on. I use my multi-tool to cut them. Pop them in, snip. When I undo the bolt on the back of the indicator, I should be able to just pull it all through and throw that one away. Now we've cut the wires and got the old indicators out. Before refitting the new ones, we want to put some female crimp connectors to the end of the indicator wires so that we can plug our new indicators straight in. To fit these, we use this end for a wire tool to clamp the wire in there, pull it, and it strips a bit of the outer casing so that we can put some bare metal in there and then crimp it. Black for the negative, red for the positive. Feed it in, making sure the bare wire meets the metal inside. Put in the crimp bit and squeeze. And there you go, it's done. Let's do it again. Sometimes you've got to spin the wires because they come a little bit frayed. Now we've tidied up the loom, we're going to fit these new indicators. But as you can see, the bolts are a lot smaller than the hole there is for them. Because of that, we're going to use these indicator blanking plates. That way everything will fit. Put the bigger blanking plate on the indicator first, like so. Once you've done that, put it through the hole. You can get the smaller blanking plate and thread that through as well. Once you've put both of them on, you want to put the nut on, and that goes on the exact same way, and do it up hand tight for now. Once it's all done up hand tight, poke the last bit of wiring back through the under tray, the same as the old indicators were. Before I plug it all in together, I'll put a bit of heat shrink over both the cables for after it's all connected. Cut the indicator wires from the indicator through this little loop to hold them in place. Get the red and the positive and just plug them in, like so. Also do the same for the other lead. And then get the heat shrink and slide it over so it's over in the middle. For the heat shrink, you can either use a soldering iron, which I tend to find works best, or a lighter, which is what I have today. And just gently heat it all up. And that's one indicator out of the two on the rear done. You repeat the same process for the other side, and then once you've done that, that's the rear done. Now we've got the easy part of the indicators done, the rear ones, we can now start to do the trickier half of the job, which is the front indicators. They're a bit trickier because you can't get behind here to change them without taking off the front fairing. So to do this, I'm going to take off both the side fairings, the air ducting covers, then the front fairing, and then we should have easy access to where the indicators go. Now I've got the nose fairing off, I can get to the indicators. I trace the wire all the way back up to where you see this clip. I undo it by simply pressing on the lever and pulling it out. Once I've done that, undo the bolt on the back of the indicator like on the rears and pull it all off. Just like the fronts, put the indicator plate onto the indicator first and put that through from the outside. Once you've done that, put the inner plate on, followed by the nut, and do it all up. We can't just plug these wires straight in because it won't fit. So we're going to have to keep the original plug, but cut it where the previous owner soldered the old indicator in, and then crimp connector him just like the rears all over again. Now the indicators are all done on the front, I want to put this nose cone back on the bike in the reverse order of how I took it off. Now I've got the nose cone on, before I do it all up tight and put all the bolts in, I've just plugged the wires in and I'm going to make sure the indicators work, because if they don't, I don't want to do everything up to then have to take it back off afterwards. So now we have the bike back together, nose cones back on, so the side fairings and all the electrics are tucked away neatly. I've also tested the indicators and they are working. The only thing is they're only flashing 2/3 of the way up. So to fix that, I'm going to have to order an adjustable relay. If you're changing your indicators from the original bulb indicators and you're trying to change them to LEDs, you will have to change your relay as it won't flash properly. And occasionally you'll have to add some resistors into the indicator wiring as well. It depends on your bike. All the work for today is done. I can't do any more without that relay box, but for now the indicators are working enough to be able to ride the bike. Overall, I do prefer these indicators. They are sleeker, they're cleaner looking, and I just like the way how the LEDs flash going along. Overall, it's a relatively easy job. The back end of the bike is really straightforward, really simple to do. The front end is a little trickier, will take a little bit more time, but you can do it yourself at home, no problem. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video, and now after watching this, you feel confident in changing your own indicators on your motorbike at home. There'll be more how-to motorbike videos coming soon. So until then, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel for any updates, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.